An 84-year-old woman in Fort Worth, Texas got a phone call from the FBI. At least, that's what she believed. They knew her name. They told her her identity was connected to a crime and that she needed to cooperate immediately. Do not hang up. That's how it started. Her name was Ann Reed, and over the next few weeks, her life savings would disappear. Nearly $600,000 gone. The man on the phone said his name was Richard Williams, an FBI agent. He sounded calm, professional, in control. He told Ann she was involved in an active federal investigation, that her accounts were at risk, and that the only way to protect her money was to follow instructions. Exactly. At first, it sounded unbelievable, but then the proof started showing up. Documents, official-looking paperwork, badges, even what appeared to be FBI warrants. Everything looked real. Everything felt real. And most importantly, it felt urgent. They didn't just call once. They called every single day, sometimes multiple times, checking in, giving instructions, building trust, and slowly taking control. Then came the most important instruction of all. Do not tell anyone, not your family, not your bank, not anyone, because this was now official. And if she spoke about it, she could compromise the investigation. That's when everything changed, because once she stopped talking to other people, the only voices she heard were theirs. Then they told her to move her money, not cash, gold. They gave her exact instructions, how much to withdraw, which banks to go to, where to convert it, and what to do next. Ann followed every step. She went from bank to bank, moved money from her accounts, converted it into gold bars, and then they told her where to go. A parking lot, near a closed Wendy's, no cameras, no witnesses, just instructions. She met someone there, a stranger, and handed over the gold, once, then again, and again. 3 separate times, Ann Reed handed over nearly $600,000, all of it in gold. It wasn't until she checked her accounts that reality hit. One account, empty, another, closed. Everything she had, gone. I thought I was helping the FBI, she said. I really did. Her son saw the documents later, immediately knew they were fake, but by then, it was too late. This wasn't random. This wasn't luck. This was calculated. These scammers knew exactly what they were doing. They created authority. They created urgency. They isolated her. And then they controlled her. According to the FBI, older Americans lost nearly $5 billion to fraud in a single year. And cases like this are becoming more common. Because these scams don't rely on hacking. They rely on psychology. They don't break into your accounts. They convince you to hand everything over. And the scariest part? Ann Reed described herself as smart, independent, careful. She never thought it could happen to her, until it did. So if you ever get a call like this, hang up. Call someone you trust and verify everything. Because the moment someone tells you, don't tell anyone, that's exactly when you should. Subscribe if you want more stories like this, because the next one might be even harder to believe.